to Let's Connect. My name is Susan Cloutier-Myers. I'm the Executive Director of Disability Connection West Michigan. Jamie and I are here today at Ludington, Michigan, enjoying a wonderful day, Memorial Day, in dedication of the accessible boardwalk here at the Stearns Park. And what a show of great community participation it was today. It was awesome. And I just want to turn this over to Jamie right now to let her tell you how much this boardwalk means to us. And again, big, huge thank you to our community. But Jamie, what does this boardwalk mean to you?
I honestly can't even put into words what this walkway means to me. I am 110% Mason County girl. I was born and raised here, and I am really fortunate because I have the ability to climb out of my wheelchair and to scoot down to the water if I so choose. However, there are a lot of people that don't have that ability, and I also have two young nieces, and one of them will be 2 years old next month, and she likes to run. So this walkway will give me the opportunity to take her in her stroller down to the waterfront. And we both love water, so we're just going to have so much fun. And I am just so incredibly proud to have not only been part of this the committee to fundraise for and market for this walkway, but also to be part of the community that came together and brought this walkway into a reality. It was truly a community project. It was not just one corporate donor or one person. It was just truly a community project, and I'm so proud to live here. I've said since I lived here that we live in paradise, and I truly believe that, and I'm so thankful for this community and this walkway. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Jamie. And again, a big thank you to all of our donors, the Community Foundation for Mason County, many other donors in our formal program. And again, thank you, Jamie, for all your hard work on this project. Big hugs.
Oh, it was a pleasure.
You know, we had these cards. I don't know if you all got these cards. Hopefully you did. I know that the staff disabilities are handing them out. But one of the questions on the back is, how do you feel about this boardwalk? You do it in 3 words, right? So my 3 words were this: awesome, because it is one awesome walkway, and the other 2 is enjoy Ludington. Because Ludington and the folks that come and visit here and our surrounding folks will have a great opportunity to have access that they've never had in a very long time, and that is to the shores here at Stearns Park. With this beautiful walkway and the kind donations and all the hard work from this city staff, the DPW folks, and all of you that have donated money, this would not have happened. But I'll tell you, a few years ago, years and years, for my last 12 years, or 11 years, excuse me, I've heard about needing a walkway to the plant, to the beach. Mayor, how can we do that? I've seen people have shared different ideas, from the cart to the big wheels, which you push down and back and forth. And as you know, one of the issues we have here is we are, well, let me back up. What you should know is we are named the best beach in all of Michigan. We are one of the top 50 in the country, so we're going to get lots and lots of visitors here. And that's a big thing, because to have the best beach in Michigan is a great accomplishment, you know. But as some of you know, some of you are a little older than I, back in the 60s, the beach wasn't maybe as far down as it was today. The water was up about 5 feet, and literally I saw pictures where maybe the beach was more like 30 or 40 feet from the edge here, and now we're a couple hundred feet to the edge. And to have the ability to have all of us have accessibility to the water's edge so strongly speaks of what our community is and what it does, and giving of themselves and making this happen. But you know, as I said, we've talked about this over the last 10 years, and many ideas came and many ideas left. But Deborah Wright came with the spark plug that we all needed. She is a driver, and I don't know if you know what that means, but if you've dealt with Deb, she can tell you, we're going to do this, and she comes with the most positive attitude, and I do think we need to give a huge round of applause for Deb and her staff and the basic concept. I've had the fortunate privilege to know Deb as I've been mayor, and we worked on some different projects, but this project is one that's near and dear to her heart, and as I said, she has been wonderful at doing this. And what you also need to know is we're working on some other projects to bring accessibility to everyone, and we're working on what we call the West End Project, which is at the end of West Ludington Avenue. which we're going to bring a boardwalk up to connect to the North Great Wall. And this donation that you gave here not only works for this walkway, but we're going to be able to use those donations to try to match our other West End projects. So your dollars kind of get to count double. So we really, really do appreciate that. And we hope to have that project done at the end of next year if we get the right grants and stuff like that. So with that, I want to congratulate all of you with the beautiful walkway. If you haven't had a chance to go up and down it yet, read all the names of those that have given. Please do so. I find it easiest if you walk all the way to the end and turn and walk all the way up. Otherwise, it's difficult to read backwards as you walk over the names. So with that, congratulations all of you.
You know, it was a little over a year ago when John Shea, the city manager, called me and said, "Can you help us with this project? And you only have to raise about $30,000. I went, wow, okay, that's at least a 2-year project. And as the mayor said, taking it back to our board of directors, many of you, the board of directors, are here today. If you're here, if you could identify yourself as a board member. Thank you for choosing to work on this project and letting us do that. And of course, having the right staff to make this happen has just been huge. And because we've been humbly blessed with your contributions, we, as the mayor said, on the south side, we do have money that will go towards, and I believe we will continue to take donations with your names for boards that will be installed down on the south side of the beach. So wait to hear from us for information about that. But now, without further ado, again, Deb Wright and her team of the Accessibility Boardwalk.
I'd like to welcome all of you here today. And before I go into this speech that I wrote, I'd like to talk a little bit about the sign, which is not here. It will be here, and we have part of it with us today. That shows you how wide it's going to be. But it's going to include thanks to everyone who has helped to make this a reality. So now I'm going to start on my written thing, so bear with me, okay? In so many ways, this accessible walkway has happened in a blink of an eye. It was April 2011 that the city manager, John Shea, asked us to raise the funds for the walkway. And I looked at him, and I looked at Susan, and I said, okay, we can do this. We'll dedicate it next Memorial Day. She did say no way. John Shea laughed. How dare they? They didn't know. The project began with a major donation from an individual. And that gave us the enthusiasm that we needed. There are some people who say that I really couldn't have any more enthusiasm, even if I tried. But whew, we were on the road. You know what happened? That walkway right there, it took on a life of its own. I'd come home and the phone would never stop ringing. It was wonderful. We captured the imagination of so many people in our community. Everyone came together to make it our walkway. It doesn't belong to the city of Ludington. It doesn't belong to Disability Connection. It doesn't belong to the government either. It's ours. It's there because of what we did to put it there. And you've been thanking all these people up here, but look around you. Thank yourselves, because you're the ones that have made this a reality. Thank you. We kind of started the ball rolling, and we had a wonderful committee, our fundraising committee. They never stopped working to make this day come true. I want to introduce all of them to you. When I say your name, you gotta stand up and wave. Except you, Jamie. You just wave a lot. Okay. My brief introductions don't even come close to all of the work that they've done. We couldn't have done this without their help. First, Disability Connection board member and my partner in crime, Nancy Miller. We did it, Nancy. Every time I needed something done, I'd call her up and we'd spend a day doing it. Also, thank you, Judy. She kind of got pulled in. That's Nancy's sister, Judy Miller. Robin Towns. She's the one that created the logo that you're going to see on our sign. Deb Krause. She dreamed of this walkway for years. And she's the reason you're enjoying all that wonderful House of Flavors ice cream. Barry Matthews. Where are you, Barry? Okay. I could say something there, Barry, but I won't. Barry Matthews walked the entire downtown of Ludington, passing out purchase of board forms. A lot of the boards that you see were purchased because Barry stopped and visited. My great, fantastic director, Susan Cloutier-Myers. And last but certainly not least, Jamie Spoor. She's been here and over there and everywhere. And no matter where she went, she had purchase of board forms. So you could never say, I'll get to it later. Didn't happen. Please thank all of these people who made that walkway happen. I certainly do. What you see here today, without any doubt, is the best walkway in the state of Michigan. It is. We already have the best beach. Now we got the best way to get down to the beach. Actually, I truly do believe that this is the most supported, the most awaited, and the very best walkway in the entire United States of America. Thanks to everyone who came here today. We're turning our dreams into a fantastic reality. Thank you.
Everyone who knows me on a personal level knows that I like to talk. I actually have a friend that calls me a chatterbox. But to be completely honest with you, as I sit before all of you and I look out at all of you gathered here today to celebrate this walkway that we've been working on for the past year, to be honest, I'm almost speechless. I am just so, I've said this since I lived here, that we live in paradise. It's just so beautiful here with the state park and the beach and the marina. You don't need anything else. And I'm really fortunate because I have the ability to climb out of my wheelchair and to scoot down to the water if I wish to. However, I have two little nieces, and one of them will actually be 2 years old next month, and so she likes to run down the beach. And so this walkway will allow Aunt Jamie to take Sophia down to the water. And I have to be honest, when I was wheeling down the walkway this morning, and yes, I've already taken a trip down to the water, I was like a little kid on Christmas morning, looking at the names on the boards and looking at each individual board as I made my way down to the water. I felt like I was opening up, as I looked at each individual board, a gift. Not only to myself, but to this entire community. And I just want all of you to know that I am so incredibly proud to not only have served on this committee, but to also live in a community where the people are so giving and so supportive. And this has truly been a community project, and I cannot thank all of you enough for my ability to take my nieces down to the water, and also for everyone else that's going to be able to access the water via this walkway. Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Nancy Miller. I'm on the board of directors for Disability Connection West Michigan. I'm also on the fundraising committee for the Stearns Beach Accessible Walkway, and this is my husband, Frank Hollister, who was a former board on the, he was on the board of directors for Disability Connection. And this is my sister, Judy Miller, who has also helped with the fundraising committee. And we are proud and happy and honored to be here today for this opening ceremony dedication for the accessible walkway here in Ludington. And we plan to make use of this walkway quite a lot this summer. For obvious reasons, my husband's in a wheelchair due to MS. Couldn't get down this beach before because of the sand, and we've made use of it already today several times. I myself have some disabilities of my own, rheumatoid arthritis, and it's difficult for me to walk in the sand, so this is something that we were very passionate about. And our family goes back years and years in this community. My grandmother was Catherine Hawley. Her family came here in the late 1800s, and we have quite a history here. So we are very happy to be connected to this walkway project, and we hope to make use of this walkway quite a lot in the future.